I'll do a poem from this one, seeing as how it's the last book I published. It was called Pony. It followed after Folk. It was a period of my life when I was going through big titles. Pony by Tony. So this is the book, and I did it with Dave Lilburn, the great painter, and he did these beautiful paintings to go with the poems. Well, I wrote the poems first. Before I wrote the poems, and then Dave came to hear me reading at the Ennis book weekend, and I read, and Dave sat in the audience, listened to the pony poems, and then I met him afterwards, and I says to him, well, there's the poems, Dave. They're all kind of strange and bendy. And he says, that's fantastic. So I'll make strange and bendy drawings and paintings. And he did beautiful work. And it lifted the book into another realm, I think. But anyway, when I gave the book to my mother, she rang me the next day and says, your new book, Pony, is beautiful, lovely. But she said, don't be reading that poem about what ponies smell like. Don't be reading that to respectable people. So I'll read it here this morning for you, lad. And it's called Old Books and Riverbanks. I asked Dan McGee what he thought ponies smelt of. Piss and grass, he said, although if my mother asked me, I'd say a small bird's nest after the eggs have hatched and the birds have flown. I asked his wife the same question. She said Dan's breath after a plate of grilled kidneys, a slight urine tinge on the tongue, although, she added, in summer, a pony can smell of hay, wild strawberries, honeys and hedgerows, or a crumpled feather bed abandoned by lovers, or the feather pillows where their heads lay. I asked an old woman who keeps Connemara ponies somewhere out there along the Erris Lannan Road what they smell like, she worded and wondered. Old churches, like the creaky star of the sea that faces into the wind at Omi. Go inside, sure it's always open. Close your eyes, breathe in, and it is like you are standing beside a pony. Blessed creatures, faithful. Sure, didn't Jesus himself ride one all over the Holy Land? Do you know your Bible at all? When her granddaughter Amelia joined us, I asked her what ponies smell like. Dust, she said, fairy dust. And then I asked the small boy. He said, the men's toilet after the big match. Guinness, farts, wet grass. And me, I think ponies smell of old books, riverbanks, bogs, and wool just washed and hung out in the wind to dry.